Hello pupils, today lesson is about the English tenses. So all we know that we have in English we have 12 tenses. We have a simple one, we have a progressive one, a complex one, and a progressive complex one. So let's start by the simple tenses. First of all, we have the present simple. So what is the present simple? What is its form and what is its use? So when we want to define the present simple, we should say that the present simple is a tense that refers to an action that happens in the present, Of course, when we use the present simple, we have situations or we have cases of use of the present simple. Number one, when we talk about a habit, and a habit is something which happens regularly. For example, she gets up at 6 a.m. It means that she always gets up at 6 a.m. and this is a habit. So this is concerning situation number one. Situation number two, when we have a schedule. So what is a schedule? A schedule means an action that happens in the future. For example, classes begin at 8 a.m. So here we have a time, we have a program, we have a schedule. So we should use the present simple. Situation number three, with a fact. And generally the fact, we find it either in a historical events or in something that is experimented in laboratories or experimented by scientists. For example, water freezes at 0 degree. Freezes is the verb and the S is the mark of the present. Situation number four, when we have a general truth. So what is a general truth? A general truth, it is something which is true for the whole country. So for example, in London, the English like their pets. So this is a general truth. And of course, the last situation, which is situation number 5, is we use the present simple with a definition. So what is a definition? Of course, when we define something, we are introducing what is this thing and what is its characteristics, features, and etc. For example, grammar describes the structure of words and sentences. So here we are defining what is a grammar. We have defining what is grammar, and we have used the present simple, which is with the verb describes. That's all for the use of the present simple. Concerning the form of the present simple, of course, the mark that introduced the present simple is the S. So with the personal pronoun he, she, and it, we use a stem, which is the verb. We mean by a stem a verb without its infinitive, plus the S, which is the mark of the present simple. And with the other personal pronouns, with I and you and we and they, we should use only the stem itself. It means the verb without its infinitive. When we have a verb without its infinitive, So here we are dealing with the present simple. So that's all for the present simple. We move directly to the past simple. Of course, what is the past simple? A past simple is a tense that refers to an action that happened at a definite time in the past. Let's see the cases of use of the past simple. So when we use the past simple, situation number 1, we use the past simple with an action that began and ended at a definite time in the past. For example, the tourist arrived yesterday. So the action began and finished at a definite time in the past, which is yesterday. So we use the past simple in this case. Situation number 2, with a narration. So of course, what we narrate stories, tales, novels. So this is what we generally narrate. And of course, with the narration, we use the past simple. So this is concerning the use. So what is the form of the past simple? So the past simple, we have two forms. In the past simple, we have two forms. We have regular verbs. So what is a regular verbs? Regular verbs are verbs that follow the same rule, which is a stem plus ed. A stem, it's a verb without its infinitive, without to, plus the mark of the past simple, which is the ed. For example, work, worked, work, worked. So this is concerning the regular form. Concerning the irregular form, so what is the irregular form? So in the irregular form, the verbs, they do not follow the same rule, which is a stem plus ed. They change. The verbs change. For example, write, wrote, write, wrote. So the verb, for example, build, built, build, built. So here we, in the irregular form, we do not have one unique rule. So each verb has its form, and to know the irregular verbs, we should know the list. Of the irregular verb to put the verb in its correct tense. The next simple tense, which is the future simple. So what is the future simple? The future simple is a tense that refers to an action that happens in the future. So not in the present and not in the past. An action that happens only in the future. So when we use the future, let's see the cases of use of the future simple. So number 1, when we have an intention in the future. When we have an intention in the future, it means a prediction or an expectation. When we predict, when we expect, we use the future simple. And of course, we use the present simple when we don't have a previous plan. When we decide an action in the future without having a plan. So in this case, we use the future simple. So what is the form of the future simple? Of course, with all the personal pronouns, we use will plus stem, and of course remember always that the stem is a verb without its infinitive. So for example, we say the teacher will explain the lesson. The teacher will explain the lesson, or the students will succeed. The students will succeed. We are expecting, we are predicting, we are not sure whether the students really succeed or not. Maybe the students will fail because of a health condition, illness for example, or and so on. So that's concerning the simple tenses. I wish you a good luck.